Stu. The world's newest battlefield weapon doesn't roar like a cannon or crack like a missile. It doesn't leave a trail of smoke, fire, or destroyed concrete. It is silent, invisible, and faster than anything the human eye can track. A beam of light, traveling at the speed of physics itself, striking a target with such precision that metal melts, electronics fry, and entire weapon systems collapse without a single explosion. This is not science fiction anymore. This is the dawn of directed energy warfare, and it is already changing the rules of combat forever. The first wave of these new weapons emerged quietly, tucked inside research labs funded by governments who understood one simple truth: whoever controls energy, controls the future of war. For decades, lasers were considered toys of science fiction, brilliant, powerful, cinematic, but impractical. Too large, too fragile, too energy-hungry. But something changed at the turn of the 21st century. Batteries evolved, capacitors became stronger, AI-assisted aiming systems reached new levels of accuracy. Suddenly, the impossible became not only possible but unstoppable. In deserts, oceans, and classified test sites, laser cannons were being mounted onto ships, drones, trucks, and even aircraft. Engineers had discovered a terrifying advantage. A missile costs millions of dollars. A laser shot costs less than a cup of coffee. And unlike traditional weapons, a directed energy beam never runs out of ammunition. As long as the generator is humming, the weapon can fire forever. The US Navy was the first to reveal what was once unthinkably warship, armed with a fully operational laser cannon. Sailors watched as a drone approached the vessel at high speed. There was no loud noise, no warning shot, no smoke, no recoil. Just a bright flash on the drone's hull as the beam melted its internal circuits, sending it spiraling into the ocean. The crew described the silence as unsettling. A weapon with no sound feels like a force of nature rather than a machine. But lasers are only one side of the directed energy revolution. The other side is far more frightening. Energy weapons can take many forms. High-powered microwaves that shut down entire enemy grids in seconds. Electromagnetic pulse systems that fry the electronics of aircraft mid-flight. And radio frequency disruptors that can disable missiles before they even reach the sky. The future battlefield might be a place where nothing explodes, but everything dies. Today's laser systems have evolved far beyond early prototypes. They can target drones the size of a bird, or missiles traveling at supersonic speeds. They can burn through steel from miles away, lock onto targets instantly using AI recognition, and operate under all weather conditions, except the thickest fog. On the ground, armored vehicles are being fitted with compact laser turrets, capable of destroying swarms of drones before they ever reach the battlefield. In the air, fighter jets are being designed with underwing laser pods that will one day replace traditional air-to-air missiles. And in space, quiet satellites are being tested with precision energy beams that may soon be able to disable enemy satellites without creating debris. The game changer is the speed. A missile must travel across space to hit its target, giving the enemy time to evade or intercept. Laser doesn't travel. It simply appears instantly. You point, you shoot, and the target is hit before it even realizes it's under attack. But every new weapon brings a new counter-weapon. As directed energy technology advances, so does the defensive science behind it. Engineers are experimenting with reflective armor plating, energy-absorbing materials, and even rotating surfaces that disperse laser heat across multiple points. Battle between offense and defense is accelerating at a pace never seen before. The side that controls energy will not only dominate the battlefield, may control the skies, the seas, space, and cyberspace all at once. For centuries, warfare has been defined by projectiles, arrows, bullets, rockets, missiles, physical objects traveling through space, poles. We are entering an era where war will be fought with beams, pulses, and frequencies. Wars where the target never sees the attack coming. Where weapons operate anonymously, without a sound or flash. Where the battlefield becomes a silent arena of invisible strikes. Military strategists are already imagining the next stage, Ships that can vaporize drones the moment they appear on radar, tanks that can blind enemy optics with light, aircraft that can shut down enemy radars from miles away, and satellites armed with beams capable of disabling weapons on Earth without firing a single missile. But with this new era comes new danger. If a nation perfects energy weapons before its rivals, it gains the ability to shut down enemy infrastructure, blind military sensors, and disable entire fleets all without leaving physical evidence. The fear is not only what these weapons can do, but how they can be used. A nation could strike with energy, deny involvement, and trigger a global conflict without ever firing a traditional shot. The largest powers have already entered the race. The United States is developing next-gen laser systems for airborne platforms. China is secretly testing high-energy beams capable of slicing through drone swarms with terrifying efficiency. Russia claims to have operational electromagnetic weapons capable of collapsing enemy communication lines. And smaller nations, recognizing the cost-effectiveness of energy weapons, are attempting to leapfrog decades of traditional military development by investing directly in directed energy systems. The world is heading toward a future where wars may be fought in milliseconds, where AI systems detect threats and fire instantly, where energy replaces ammunition, and where invisibility becomes the deadliest form of attack. In the end, the question is not how these weapons will shape the future. The question is whether humanity is prepared for a battlefield where the weapons are silent, invisible, instant, and unstoppable. This is the age of laser warfare. And once it begins, there may be no turning back. This is WarTech Frontier. If you want to understand the weapons shaping tomorrow's conflicts, you're in the right place. Subscribe, stay alert, and prepare for the next evolution of warfare. The battlefield is changing forever. And this is just the beginning.